bottle trash, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Hello, welcome to Die Cut with Me Mondays, hosted by Pebbles. I am Rachel, and I am die cutting some strawberries. The first die that I used was from Fawn with this cute little set, and it comes in 2 different sizes. So I did 5 of the, we'll say medium-sized ones, and then 5 of the bigger ones. And I did die cut a ton of strawberries earlier, but I used scraps, and this time I wanted all my strawberries to match for the project that I have in mind for it. So, and to kind of go over time with saving time, I pulled out another pack that had strawberries in it for the die cuts, and I did 10 of these, so 2 cut out with 1 die, so I did 10. So I did 5 large, 5 medium, and then 10 of the smaller ones. So these are super cute with the Doodlebug ones. And it's just more whimsical than the Lawn Fawn one, but I do love the stitching in the Lawn Fawn dies. So then we have the leaves that I cut from the Lawn Fawn ones, and I cut a few of those. I felt like using shimmery papers. Here's a couple of leaves that I cut out with the scraps, and then I cut out a few more, and these are the Doodlebug Berry Sweet Treats leaves from dies. So, oh my goodness, look at how cute the mice turned out. So these are the mice from that Doodlebug pack. And I love it because their little arms pop out and they can hold a strawberry. Or at least that's pretty big, covering up their face, right? What does the picture show? Oh, it has it coming from the top. Okay, let's try that. Oh, did I even show that in view? Yeah. So he's holding it from the top. So oh, that does look cute. So that does look so cute. What I found out about this die is that it doesn't have a specific ear punch. You just have to take scraps and glue it on the back. But this will be so cute in the strawberry swap. Oh, I loved how these little strawberry baskets turned out. They're absolutely so cute. I made a few since I had the die out. And then, see that little white flower over there? I went through and made quite a few of these. You know, I didn't really count, but more than 10. So I just loved how these turned out, and they are absolutely so cute. You can add them with the strawberries. You can put strawberries on the vine over here. And then have, you know, and then have a flower where a future strawberry will grow. So I just absolutely loved how cute this turned out. With the KSCrafts tea tag holder, I made this, and I put tea and crafts on it, and I made one for the hosting and one for my swap partner. We have vellum leaves here, and so I made these tiny little bees also. And then you can open it up. This tag will hold underneath the strip of honey, so that's really fun. And I bought Crystal Light packets that are strawberry, and I thought I would stick it in there too for the other side. But that is that die cut. So I don't think I showed these yet, but these are the 2 honey jars that I made that are die cuts. and you can see them packaged up and the reveal for the whole project for the honey strawberry swap that I'm doing for Ann Loco on this channel in about 2-3 weeks after Ann does her reveal. So hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Hey, I thought it would be fun if you came along with me while I crafted with the die cutouts that I did. So I have an idea for this, that I'd like to do. So I thought we could put some of these leaves here with this mouse, and I'm putting it on the honeycomb because I'm giving this away for a strawberry bee swap. So this is a cute little bee that I made with a die cut, and I made a little bit of a flower. This is the honeycomb that's going with another project that I'm doing. So I thought maybe he could have some leaves. Some of these are going to be really covered by his body. So I might actually use 2 of the leaves for the flower. So I'll I'm trying to keep it up in this upper corner so you don't see the glaring light. Yeah, I kind of like that. So there we go. And this is the Strawberry Bee Swap. So I think you should be holding a little bit of a strawberry. And as we discovered earlier, we need just to do the top of the strawberry and nothing else. So let's put a little glue towards his arms. I kind of want them to pop out a tiny bit. And then the true glue will be here. Does he need something right here? Maybe another leaf or a flower. Huh. Maybe a big strawberry? Yeah, let's do a lawn fawn strawberry behind him. I probably should have showed you this Mendak, so I put too much glue on his tail. So I'm going to take my poker tool and scrape out as much as possible. Ultimately, it will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about that. So maybe I'll put this strawberry a little bit further up so you can see more of the sequence. So there is the strawberry so far, and it's like a hexagon for like the beehive, and then we have these fun shakers, and like there's the bees in the background. I wish I kind of would have done a different color with this, maybe a light yellow, because the gray is kind of like but I kind of wanted to match the background too. So you live and you learn. And I like how just even now. I like how the charms and the hexagon are there. Me. But it will be fun for someone's Memdex holder. And let's do this flower in the opposite corner. Maybe this flower there. Does it need one leaf or two? Oh, that's interesting. The green's not showing up as well. It's a beautiful, like, metallic-y green. So not this, not kind of drab as it's showing on the camera, but I played around with the colors, and this is the best color for the mouse and the strawberry that I have for the light right now. Let's see, maybe if no. Okay, we'll do another light there. But I like this, so let's go with that. The mouse is kind of 3D, so we might as well go with that theme and pop up this daisy looking flower here. I'm gonna kind of fan up the edges. So there's 3 layers of this flower. Be a 4th once I put the center in. So I use the other square for this half. So it's a little bit got stuff on it, but we're not going to see that part, and that will be okay. Then I could do a yellow center, but I thought maybe it would be fun to use one of these honeycombs as the center. I'm going to put 2 different kinds of glue on this. Some glossy accents and barely arts glue. And then, yeah, I like how that looks. So let's do this cute little bee. Maybe he should be popped up too. I'll pull out another square and cut it. This time I'll put it back on the sheet so it doesn't get stuff on the back. And then let's stick it to the bee. Oh, I need to clip off a little bit of this corner. There we go. Now I'm going to do a dot of this glue too. And we could do it right here. Let's have it going. Yeah, let's have it going in the same direction as these bees down here. Cool. Cool. And then I kind of want to change this up, edging, because It's so gray. Maybe I'll find a spot for this flower first. Maybe right there. Maybe it should go tucked under the sleeve. Yeah, I kind of like it under that leaf. Perfect. And let's stick another leaf coming out from this ear. We'll do one of these mini Doodlebug leaves. Yeah, I like that turned out. So I could do the trimming glue and put glitter on it. But I've already put glitter on these bee die cuts I made with the wings. I still am working on like brushing the excess off. So I have a lot of it already off, but there is glitter inside the wings for the shaker and on the outside. But I wanted his wings to kind of like stand out more than the black that they were, and I had not cut out like a white trim like I did before for the wings. So I thought this was a great different way to kind of have fun with it. So I could play with these new crystals I got. I have some purple ones and these clear ones, and then these blue. I really got them for a mermaid album I'll eventually start making, but let's put some clear ones on. So, oh my gosh, I can't remember what company this was. Oh, it was Stamplistic. So their name is kind of cut off. Funny. The printing must have not gone right. But Stamplistic, and they do like geometric cards and stuff. And then they have these beautiful crystals that are just so glamorous and so worth, finding a new favorite product at the expo. So fun. Let's start by putting them on the edges and just adding a few. Yeah, I think we can put one here and here. So, oh, maybe I should use the glossy accent ones. Or glossy accents. Which? Oh, glossy accents. So, and that is, I've heard people talk about glossy accents, but never knew where to buy it. And they had it for their crystals. So, I think this Barely Art glue will do okay, but maybe next round if it needs more gems. We'll add the glossy accents. So, you could add more. Yeah, let's add more. And this one I will add glossy accents. It's just so much clearer, even coming out and starting out with. So I love that. just let gravity do the work. So yeah, I definitely like the glossy accents better. And I like how much better this, a lot better with the gems on it, so it's not just so gray and drab. So this hexagon is a KSCraft, and I use 2 layers of very thin foam, like 2 millimeters, so not that much. And I cut out part of a Memdex and cut it so that it would just hang from the bottom. And you know, that took a little creativity because I wanted to do it between the layers of paper so it would really hold. And I kind of want to test this and see how it looks as a just glossiness. We're going to do it. So I'm just taking my poker tool and kind of putting it over like the paper that did not get any. I like how thick this glue is. It's not like a runny, so wherever you put it, you know, it's going to hold up. And if you make the line with it, it looks like it holds the line pretty well. I just didn't complete the line and have a little more width than what the line created. So glossy accents from what I understand. And this is like the first time of me playing with it for like this kind of thing. It's supposed to dry hard and clear and just make it glossy. Yeah, let's get it on this tiny side. So, I have the gem on an angle. Oh, it really was kind of stuck there already, so it dries fast. So we're gonna apply, get it to the edges where I didn't do. And it kind of, oh, that's glue from the inside. Nothing that dripped over with glossy accents. So I should have probably put it closer to here. But we'll just pull this over and put it on this side. Make it a little more even. This is really working out well with the pokey tool and spreading it around. So, and the thickness is so great with this. Now you can see the difference with the barely arcs, and it's white, but it should go on clear. It does go on clear a little bit. I think I want a little more on this edge. So you can already tell how quickly the first layer is going on by the feel. Like, it's two different. Like, the other one is pretty much hard or has a hard solid, and I'm kind of disturbing it almost, but I think it will be fine. If that dries with a texture, I'll do another layer. So, yeah, I hope that will turn out well. Just don't know until it dries, right? But while I have this out, let's add a little bit of glossiness here. Couple of dewdrops, or maybe, some water that's collected. And then let's do some for the eyeballs. Okay. This eye. Okay, so now the eyes are even. So that is the craft with me time. I hope I stayed in frame most of that for you. Now this is what it looks like when it's dry. So we see the glossy accent on the edges, and the eyes are so cute and bubbly. There we go. There was an air bubble, but I think it gives a character. And then we have the flower with the dewy marks and the bee. Sorry, there we go. It's now focused. But that is this Mundex when it's dry. And I hope you have a fabulous, blessed day and a clean up off camera so you don't have to see that. So, bye-bye.